You're in the office, baby. Going up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Slice Fight Network. We're now here with CJ, ROC, Randle, champ status. How you doing, CJ?
Good, man. I'm
Champ.
Doing good, feeling good?
Hell yeah.
All right, man. So talk to us a little bit about who you are, why you have these two shiny belts sitting in front of us, and what can we expect next?
Who am I? I'm CJ ROC Randle, man. Starkville, Mississippi, born and raised. Moved up to Oxford looking for an opportunity to get into the fight game, Ran into Cody Sheffield and we've been up from there. Like that man is crazy how he trained me and just taught me the game.
He's a vet, man. He's an OG in the game.
And I sparred him so much, like it's crazy. I actually got a chance to see him fight on one of these cars here, and I've been realizing he's been taking it easy on me.
Oh yeah.
Like for real, Cody, man, he come forward like crazy.
Yeah.
He's working with people like that, and just Brian Knight. I know you know Brian Killer Knight.
Oh yeah.
Man, sharp as a needle, bro.
Man, he is, dude. Like he reminds me so much of Hearns.
Yeah,
It's like you better be on your P's and Q's with him.
Yeah, and just having all them people around me to just get me better, just learn from.
Right.
It's just really been a big part of who I am today.
Well, I'd have to say, man, I think they're pretty fortunate to have you on their side too, man.
Sure,
Like
unfortunately.
we've trained together before a couple times, and man, you're an awesome training partner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you do real well. Like you know when to turn it up, when to.
Mhm.
Like you work well with others,
Yeah.
at their pace, at their skill level and stuff like that.
Right.
So talk to us about these belts right here, bro.
So this one, TCB lightweight champion. I won this one on the last card, TCB in Lafayette County.
The Lafayette County Throwdown.
Yeah, I beat Tyler Forsythe, man. Awesome fighter, great dude. Won that belt there. And I went down here, Biloxi, Mississippi. Shout out to Ricky Jr. He put me on the Slugfest card. Not Possum Town. Slugfest, Southern Hands Slugfest.
Yeah.
He put me on that card. I hit him up. I was like, hey, what I need to do to be a part of this event? He was like, just send me your boxing license and you in. I'm like, bet. Did that. Shit, I was like, hey, I got a text on my phone, like, you got a new Slugfest champion. I told him before I went down. I told you before I came
you
down
did.
here.
You called your shot.
I'm come back down here with the belts and we're gonna do the interview.
You did. You hit me up and said, man, I'm gonna come back with the belt and the cash and we can talk about it.
For sure. And so that's exactly what I did. I went down there, man, competed 4 fights, 3 1-minute rounds. A lot of tough dudes, man. Like mentally and physically, it was draining on me.
Yeah, that's a tough tournament. Like I think people underestimate it when they hear that. Oh, it's a tough man tournament. Like, hey, there's a strategy to fighting that way.
Man, what they made it clear what they was judging on: aggressiveness, punches, willing to come forward, all that type of stuff. Man, threw all like the boxing shit out the window. Like we gotta come fight. Like,
yeah.
I can't, I can't dance. I lose. I got to fight. I got to throw hands with people.
Yeah.
And that's I had kind of like get in that mindset. Like, all right, this is gonna be a different rock.
Man, I feel you, bro. So what's next, man? Now that you've got a couple belts, what's next?
Next, man, get in the gym, man. Keep training. I'm not done yet. I gotta elevate a lot of steps. You'll see. This is just the bottom. Keep training, keep working hard, man. When you see me fight again, you're gonna see a different beast. Like everywhere you think I'm good at, I'm gonna be great at it when you see me again.
Heard that, man. So now you training over there with Cody and them. Do you have any thoughts on this upcoming TCB card in November? I know you know a couple of guys fighting on there.
I do. My boy Mike is fighting on that card. I think as far as me fighting on it, or
no, just your thoughts on anybody that you know fighting on it.
Besides Mike right now, I don't think they got the card all the way together. But I just know Mike is fighting on it. I'm excited for him watching. He's a sparring partner of mine also. We all get better together. Iron sharpens iron. Man, it's a lot of nights in that gym. Like
what about the real G Omar Ali?
Are you fighting Omar? We don't know.
We're
That's what I'm saying.
trying to get him locked up.
Yeah, we don't know yet, man. But either way, I'm gonna be there supporting, regardless if I'm fighting now. Whoever TCB putting on, I'm gonna be there supporting it regardless.
Yeah, man, let's talk more about the Slugfest, man. By the way, you from the GTA area. I'm originally from West Point. You know what I'm saying? It's love. It's love.
I like
so like, we talk about the tough man. It's a tough man competition or whatever.
Yeah.
Talk to us how, like, us growing up, it was some normal for us anyway in the backyard, putting them gloves on.
Man.
Tell us how similar that was.
And see, what I was finna talk about when you said, hold on, I was finna get into like, man, growing up, man, I've been in like 2 fights in high school.
Right.
I ain't even win both of them. I lost the first one. But then it taught me, like, I learned quick. Like, when I got in the second one, I didn't make the same mistakes I made in the first one. So,
Right.
like,
Yeah. It's one of those deals like you don't know and what you don't know.
You don't know what you don't know.
And then once you get in there, you find out.
I learned quick. And so
learn on the job.
But being from like that area, man, where I went to school there, man, like it was a lot of you had to be like a certain way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Otherwise you get like picked on, otherwise you get beat up, you know.
Right.
Like you gotta be a certain way to survive, you know what I'm saying? So the grit was always in me, you know, so I always had it. Like I just had to figure out where to translate it to, you know, take it to the boxing gym instead of the streets, you know what I'm saying?
But
Yeah.
Talk to us more about you say grit, man, and that's something that sounds easy to have, but it's hard to come by. Obviously, you got them 2 belts right there. So tell us the tenacity that goes into your training, man, and the skill set and the mindset you have to even gain those skills, man. Tell us the tough part about even being a fighter, learning on the go.
Mentally. It's a lot of people think you do got to put the work in. Don't get me wrong. Physically, you have to be ready. You got to get your body ready. But mentally, mentally, you can psych yourself out of so many opportunities and so many things. Like you got to learn how to mentally train yourself, and that's something that comes
big part of the game
with knowledge and about once you stay in the game so long, you'll figure out what you're good and what you're bad at, what you need to work on. And mentally, man, you got to be able to lock in on one opponent. Like I love boxing so much, man. Like when I'm in the ring, I just see who my opponent. I don't think about nobody, nothing else, no other outside things going on for that 3 minutes or however long I'm focused on this one person. It take me out and it take me to a happy place, you know.
Right.
And then when that round over, I can relax and make my adjustments after what I did from the first round. It's all mental. It's all mental. Physically, I'm ready, but you gotta be mentally able to know what just happened that last round, know what improvements you need to make, know what your opponent is trying to do to defeat you. Make all those in 30, 45 seconds break. Go back out there again and lock in again, knowing what you just knew from the last round. You know, it's a lot, man.
That's so important because we talked with Karina last interview. We talked about how sometimes you can let the moment get to you, right? And then
you get seduced by it.
Yeah, you get seduced by the moment. Your game plan goes out the window, man, and I think that's something I want to get to as a fighter, you know, up and coming fighter. Just don't get seduced by the moment, especially when you got a goal ahead of you. Like you got these 2 belts right here. That this nice piece of jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Some people be like, man, the belt, and they forget about the opponent. You know, so
yeah. Honestly, bro, these belts are just a byproduct of our hard work.
I like that.
I don't come looking for no belts. You just come with it, like with my winning mindset. Like this would come with it. Like I don't go in there looking for another belt, man. I'm trying to beat who's in front of me and show the world, not just in Mississippi, not just Mississippi. Yeah. Show the world what Mississippi about, what Mississippi can produce.
That's right.
The sport of boxing. It's not just football, not just any other sport, basketball. Boxing is not real big in Mississippi. We all know that. I'm finna change that.
My man, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, going back to, like what you was talking about, trying to, recap like the previous round and stuff like that. Another thing on that is being calm. That way you can actually receive that information that your corner's giving you. Like if you're sitting there and, you ain't calm, like, you're sitting there in panic mode or you're not controlling your breathing, like, well, then it's all you hear is, like you're not hearing anything that's coming in.
You zoning out. You start looking at the crowd like, my mama know I'm losing. Like,
yeah.
How they think I'm doing? Like, no, bro.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about all that.
And you got to train that mindset. A lot of people don't have it.
Yeah, that's true, man. A lot of people that's something I talk to our guys about, and I've said it multiple times before, but it's like, man, you got to control. Like, don't get too high, don't get too low.
Right.
Like, you don't want to go in there cold, but you don't want to go up there you don't want to go in there redlining already.
And that's crazy you say that. What you just said, don't get too high, get too low. When I graduated high school, that was my motto.
No, heck.
Yeah, we all had to write like a little motto.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, some people say you YOLO, all whatever they want to say. Mine was don't get too high, don't get too low. Like,
It's more like Yodo. You only die once.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Hey, that's true
Right.
story.
Right.
though.
You know.
Exactly. You hit that.
Well, I mean, I'm a God-fearer man, so it's like I don't believe,
Yeah,
like
that's why
this is it.
he gave me a lot of strength, especially with this one. Man, so many people to fight in one night. Like, we train for one person,
Facts.
and after that fight, you're done.
Yeah.
No, you fight your ass off, and then you got 45-minute break. You up again against a totally different opponent.
With no
Man.
film, like whatsoever. You can't go back and study. It's just
No.
we got to learn on the fly. Go on the
On the fly, and basically you only got a minute. It's a minute round, so you better learn quick, or you're gonna lose. And it go by so quick. But just having these different people, and it's so mentally like sitting there after a fight, you won your fight, right? I remember this how I felt winning my fight. I'm dog tired, like damn, and now I gotta watch my potential opponent beat the shit out of somebody. I'm like, oh man, then I gotta fight. I'm like, oh shit. I don't got nothing left in me. Where I'm gonna get this energy from? I'm a God-fearing man. I ask God, like, God, give me the strength. Deep breaths, controlling myself, bringing myself back down, my heart rate, just controlling my breathing. And I went back out there, man, like it was my first fight of the night.
There you go, man. Come out just fresh as a daisy.
Fresh. I mean, attitude was just different. Like,
And I mean, and that goes back to that mental side of it, like being able to talk yourself through this kind of stuff.
Mhm.
It's like understand the moment you're in, and just as long as you can control that heart rate, just slow it down and convince yourself I'm not tired.
And live in the moment.
Yeah, as long as you can convince yourself you're not tired, then you won't be tired.
Won't be tired. It's a mind thing.
It always is.
Yeah, man. Like, so yeah, like how much would you say like that goes into like helping you with your career as far as like boxing? You going in right after the other fight, Like,
Man,
what you take from all that?
I learned a lot about myself. Like, it's easy to say you a dog. It's easy to say, oh, I would have did this, I would have did that. But when you actually in that situation, what are you gonna do? I was actually in that situation where I felt like I didn't have nothing left going into the next fight. And it was either sink or swim. And I bit down. I found that shit deep, and I fought.
Facts.
I fought.
Yeah.
Facts,
I
man.
fought, bro. Believe me, they didn't give me that shit. Wasn't set up for me to win.
No.
Don't believe that.
Hey, that's actually a legit like tough tournament.
Yeah, hell,
Like they
hell.
have a lot of guys that compete in that tournament, and I mean it's legit tough.
Yeah,
And
you saw Ro. I didn't mean to cut you off. You saw Rug Rat though.
Oh, yeah. We did interview
I
him.
heard about that, man.
Yeah, Rug Rat. He was a champion of the last event, and I came there looking for him because he was a champ. I was like, I'm had to fight Rug Rat.
You want to beat a man, you got to beat the man.
I gotta beat him. So, unfortunately, he got out. He made it all the way to the semifinals. He lost to a close decision. Close decision. I mean, he could have went either way.
Right.
To the guy, I think Hunter was his name. That's who I ended up fighting for the championship. And the whole night we was in headgear. But that fight, we both agreed to not
Take
go
it
with
off.
headgear. And he was a bigger guy. I tried to mentally psych him out. Like when they asked, "Do y'all want to wear headgear?" I said, "Nah, I don't want to wear headgear." Just to see what he was going. He was like, "No, I don't want to wear it either." I was like, "Oh." Now he a bigger guy, so I'm like, all right, cool. I just fucked myself.
Yeah. But
And
but
then,
but that's one of the things that your preparation,
yeah.
because it's all about in those tournaments you have to bring your skill set.
Mhm.
That's all you can bring. Like you don't know, it's because it's a bracket style tournament. Like you don't know who you're going to get matched up with. You don't know who's going to beat the next man up.
Yeah, you find
And
out
so it's like you just got to bring what you got.
yeah, you find out like 15 minutes before the fight who you fighting. They call 2 names. They be like, "Well, yeah, y'all up." I'm like, "All right, I'm fighting you. What's up, bro?" Yeah, like that. It's exactly like
And that's different for people who's never experienced that before. Like in in my last Muay Thai fight, it was the same. Bro, I didn't know who I was fighting until they walked out. I was already in the ring, and then he walks out.
That's scary.
And then I was like, oh, okay, so this is who I'm fighting.
That's scary.
But man, honestly, I like it that way.
Yeah.
Because it's like I feel like you can get in your own head. Like if you think about it too much, you worry about it too much. Like I always just take like the street fighting approach to it. It's like, motherfucker, we gonna do it? Like what you think? I'm just gonna roll over and let you beat me? It's like, no, that's why we have to fight. You know, like if it was automatic you was gonna win, then they would have just gave you the title already. They'd have gave you the dub, but that ain't how it works. Like you
Yeah.
still got to go out there and fight.
Yeah, they parents there too. They ain't come to lose.
Right? Yeah. It's like I'm a man. I stand on my own 2 feet too.
Exactly.
Like we gonna have to find out today.
And with that, and also the competition, I was in just little mental stuff that I was doing that's kind of psyched myself out. Or what else psyched me out? I was in the blue corner all night. They had neutral cornermen, right?
Right.
Blue corner, red corner. One dude, another dude, all night for all weight classes.
So you didn't have your own corner. You just
no.
had whoever was
I just had
the
a
corner
guy
man for the red corner.
Exactly. In blue
Okay,
corner.
okay.
But all night I was in the blue corner. And I had kind of like built a relationship with the dude, right? And I'm like, we winning fights. I won like 3. And I'm kind of like liking bro, And they talking about I'm in the red corner the next fight. I'm like, oh shit.
He knows everything.
He know everything. He telling the dude how to beat me, telling him all my tricks and stuff. Like, dang. And so there's just stuff like that, man. It just could get in your head at that moment, man. Like for real. Like that really got to me a lot more than it should have.
Yeah.
Like, dang, I'm in the red corner, maybe the blue corner is the winning corner. Like, I'm just thinking about all kind of stuff.
Superstitious and all.
Yeah, superstitious. Now, I'm getting to the point I don't even really like this dude.
It's like, oh man, you're a traitor.
Yeah, like I don't know him, but he trying to tell me like, I'm like, bro, I don't want this to you really. And he putting ice on my back. I'm like, don't give me no ice. I'm just being real, like attitude-ish in there, because I didn't. But again, bro, that's just mental stuff. Like,
It's stress.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so this is what the thing that a lot of people don't understand is like that's why I talk about controlling those highs and that lows, because as soon as you walk in the venue, stress. Like you see it and you're like, oh man, as soon as you start getting them hands wrapped, that's another layer of stress that you got to control.
Seeing everybody, like looking at all the fighters who you could be potentially fighting, like who weigh about what you weigh is stuff, man.
Yeah. Or like just even when you're just like, you have your own single opponent, right? Like not even tournament style when it's just you and another dude, right? But it's like even like once the venue starts filling up, you walk out there, you see the crowd. Then you hear the music drop for the first fight.
Yeah.
Then you see that first person who came back to the back with the silver medal. And you're like, dang, bro. But it's like you just have to focus and just keep reminding yourself, man, I'm here for a reason. I ain't here for this dude. Like he lost. I didn't lose. Like that's on him. Like you got to trust in your preparation and your skill set. Like that's the ultimate thing about it is believing in your skill set.
Exactly.
It's like if you go in there worried about, fighting that person's fight, like, oh man, well, I know he's got this. I know he's going to do this. It's like, okay, man, you'll psych yourself out.
Yeah.
You'll play right into their hand trying to avoid it instead of going and just meeting it head on and handling that, Yeah,
like I said, I had seen the dude like straight dog walk this dude. And then we get to the back, I gotta fight him now. It's just little stuff like that. Like, dang, he was in there dancing with bro. I'm like, dance with me. Dance with me. He ain't busted dance with me, but he was tough though. He was tough. I'm just saying, it just be little stuff like.
Speaking of that, man, like in your whole career, what was one of your most memorable fights?
Memorable fight. Oh, I don't even like talking about this one, man. Like the only I'm over it, by the way. I just want to put that out there. But I fought like Derek, smooth dude. You know what that is, right?
I know who it is.
Derek, smooth dude.
Yeah.
I fought him like maybe like a year ago, some kind of like that in the cage. Like it was a SEFC.
I was there.
You was there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny Shell show.
Yep, exactly. I fought him on the day's notice. Like I woke up, I got a call that Saturday morning. Like, you want to fight tonight? It was Cody. Like, you want to fight tonight? I'm like, who? Yeah. Why not? I've been training. I'm ready.
Yeah.
And I went in there, man. I fought hard. I fought real hard. But they gave it to him. They gave him the decision.
And that eats away at you, don't it?
It did. That's why I said I'm over it. But the reason when you just said that, I learned from that so much. Like that taught me, one, you're not the best fighter. You still got work to do.
Work harder.
Otherwise, because I could have won that fight. I could have did things to win that fight. I didn't.
Could have pushed the pace just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more. I didn't. So it was my fault at the end of the day. That's how I looked at it. There's still work to do. A lot of work to do. I'm not where I want to be. And I'm not perfect.
Right.
I've been knew I wasn't perfect, but I mean, in the boxing, my career with me having a loss on my record like that just goes to show that I'm not perfect. But that's okay. Because I've been putting in the work. And
hey, but I'll tell you, man, that one loss, like I have one loss as well, and I didn't really lose, man. Like,
Yeah.
like I had kidney failure in the middle of the fight, and I just didn't answer the bell for the third round. But still, bro, like still, like in that second round, whenever it started hitting me and started affecting my body, like that last 30 seconds was him on top of me, and me surviving.
Did you go to the hospital?
Oh yeah, I spent a week in the hospital after that.
What does that feel like, man?
Man, just like excruciating pain, getting stabbed in your kidneys, like, but it made my legs go numb. Like I shot in for a takedown in the second round because I started like feeling my legs get super heavy. And I shot in for a takedown, but then as soon as we hit the ground, like I couldn't move my legs no more. Like they were just numb. Like I couldn't get any power or anything like that in it. But it's like, that I learned lessons from that, about like, hey man, like prepare yourself better. Like don't, like it's the, it was a bad weight cut. And it was like,
how much did you cut?
That's all. I really didn't cut that much. Like probably like 15 pounds, something like that. Like, I mean, that's a lot, for people who's not hearing it. But I mean, like on average, like a lot of MMA fighters cut that. But that's why I kind of stick to that rule now. Of like, man, like 10 pounds. 10 pounds. That's it. Like you don't be cutting anything more than 10 pounds because it's gonna be too hard on your body.
Man.
But but like I said, I learned a lot from that, like even in the fight itself, I learned that, hey man, you can be in a real bad spot and you can still make it out. Like he didn't finish me, so whatever, man.
Yeah.
DX dude.
I hate feeling fatigue. That's why it made me get on my cardio as well.
Look, exhaustion makes a coward out of everybody. Everybody. That's that's a fighter's biggest fear. Like I don't care what any fighter. Oh, he throws his hard right hand. I'm telling you, you're way more worried about getting tired than you're worried about that right hand. Because that's the most dreadful feeling in the world is knowing that you're too tired to defend yourself,
do anything,
and it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Like that ass whooping's coming down the pipe because it's inevitable.
Exactly.
Like I'm too tired to do this.
Cardio different. Listen here, bro. Cardio, at least for us. I can't speak on any other fighter, no salt on nobody top. But the way we do cardio, boy felt like a snail coming out of here. Bro, but like I said, or like Coach said, or like the best feeling I can like is fighting somebody and you're like, dang, you seen a person tired. You know what exhaustion look like, but you not exhausted.
But you not, and you able to come forward.
That's the best feeling, bro.
Man, they catch you tired in there, boy. You don't never want to feel like that again.
Never.
When I lost that fight to Derek, man, Sunday, because I was tired, I was fatigued. I remember Sunday, man, I hit the track. I was running. I was running that Sunday the next day.
It's a different kind of motivation, bro.
I never go through that shit again.
Yep. And it's all about how you handle that.
Really?
Like understanding, like you said, you have a good perspective on it. You understood. It's like, man, that was on me. There's things that I could have done better instead of oh man, hometown cooking by the refs and all that. It's like, no, I'm the one that let it go to the refs.
Exactly.
Like, like I was in control of the situation for 9 minutes and I didn't do nothing with it.
I didn't do enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like I had my opportunity. They didn't rob me of my opportunity. They might have robbed me out of the decision, and that's just an opinion,
Yeah.
That's your opinion that you got robbed, But it's like once you can own that up and be like, no, like you said, that very next morning you hitting that track.
Running.
Hey,
hard. For real.
You already know. It's like, man, that's on me, but that's accountability, man, and that's another thing that I preach big time in here. It's like that's on you. Your success and your failure's on you. I can give you all the tools. I can show you what to do, but what you do with it, that's on you.
Yeah.
We're a team, but this is an individual sport.
Exactly.
Like I can't walk in there with you and hold your hand. Like you got to go in there and fight that fight. It's like I'm going to do my best from the corner, and I'm going to do my best to keep you safe and give you the best instruction I can to help you get through situations within the fight. But you still have to execute.
I always say, man, fighting is a great sport for athletes that take accountability. If you don't take accountability, you always got excuses, man. It was this, it was that, it was. Bro, like you're gonna have a hard career.
Blaming people and stuff like
it's
that.
It's easy to do that in team sport. But in this,
you can't.
It's you.
It's two people in there.
It's just you and God. That's all you got in that ring, bro. Because at the end of the day, like Coach said, bro, like you can give us all the recipe, you give us every recipe, but we gotta go cook. You feel what I'm saying?
Figure out how it works for you too.
Yeah.
All right, man. So how can the fans follow you on social media, and how can they keep up with you going and doing big things in the world?
CJ Randle, Facebook and Instagram. ROC Randle. I don't even know my Snapchat.
We're gonna get that Snapchat for you ladies.
For whoever just Kurt. That's for whoever. Kurt_Randle. CURT_Randle. RANDLE. That's my Snapchat for whoever's to deal with Snapchat. Follow Slight Fight. Slice Fight
There
Network.
you go. There you go.
Slice Fight Network. They're gonna be doing interviews with you as well. Southern Hands Slugfest. You might see me back there. You might see me back there. The next show is in January.
Okay, that $2,000's enticing, ain't it?
It ain't even about that. I swear, man. If I were to go back, and I might not. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I don't even know yet. But if I were to go back, it'll be to prove, because I know I went the first time without knowing exactly what was gonna happen. You know,
Right.
I know who I was gonna face, what the crowd was gonna look like. I didn't know anything to expect. Now I kind of get like a feeling of what's going on. If I go again, I'm gonna win again.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
for sure.
There you
If I
go.
go again, and it's scary how confident I am, but I'm serious.
Well,
'Cause
now you know the strategy.
I know how to train for it.
Yeah,
I know how to train for it.
yeah, and you know that's one of the things that I push on our guys. You know, like it's like, hey man, like as an amateur, bro, get out there and get that experience. You know,
Yeah.
you know, go kickbox, go box, do
Mhm.
jujitsu competitions, fight as an amateur. Like, you know, like that's where it's just about getting those reps and just getting more comfortable with the environment and the situation. It's like the more comfortable you can get with violence, man, like
I condone
the better you can execute it.
I
You know?
condone it every time. I can get physical, man. I'm really not even that type of person. Like, that's what I was trying to say. Like, I'm just laid back type of person. Like, but in that ring, I'm different.
Right.
Just kill or be killed.
Oh, you can see on your face when you turn it on.
Yeah.
Like
I can
I've
see.
called a couple of your fights, and yeah, you can see.
I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Shit doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Outside don't matter. I'm locked in on this person, and I swear I like being there. I like being in that space. I swear I
The
do.
pressure, man.
my first
Look, pressure's either gonna crush you or it's gonna make diamonds.
Yeah.
You know, some people make some diamonds out of them, man. They love it.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, any sponsor, anything you want to give a shout out to?
No sponsors right now. They coming for sure. Shout
Hey.
out to Flames though. Tyler Young. Shout out to Flames. He showed me love when I won my belt. I'm gonna get over him soon as well. In Oxford, Mississippi, the seafood spot.
Okay.
Shout out to Flames, man. They doing big things.
All right, hey, and if you're a business owner or anything out there, look, you see these 2 belts sitting right in front of him. Like, this is a man to jump on there and get on the sponsor train with. All right, he's gonna be doing big things. So look, trust me, this ain't it.
That's gonna come, man. I really don't. I ain't even pushing for sponsors right now. I know, like I could, but I honestly, like I said, I'm training. I'm finna train. Like it's another gift.
Boy said this ain't it. These belts here just for decoration.
Yeah, like
Bigger things coming, man.
for promotion. You know, I could be able to say, hey, you know, this is what I'm doing so far. You know, but
Yeah.
it's a whole lot more to come.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, CJ, man. Have a good one. Best of luck. Appreciate your time, brother.
Appreciate you, bro.
So, right.